Microwaves IT Paranormal. As Series as Art Attack. April 24, 2019. Biological Effects of Electromagnetic Radiation, Radiowaves and Microwaves, Eurasian Communist Countries ISA 1976 Document that was prepared for Teus Defense Intelligence Agency. Specifically, it was written by Ronald L. Adams and Dr. R. A. Williams of Teus Army's Medical Intelligence and Information Agency. The document was declassified, via the terms of the Freedom of Information Act, manner sago, but the contents of the document certainly still have the ability to provoke deep controversy. One particular segment of the Adams-Williams report stands outubro Hitistically cardiovascular system. The pair stated the following. Having passes has been placed on investigations involving electromagnetic radiation on the cardiovascular system. Effects hemodynamics include blood pressure variations and cardiac arrhythmias. Comparison of a group of engineers and administrative officials were exposed to microwaves for a period of years and an exposed group revealed a significantly higher incidence of coronary disease. Exposure may, therefore, promote earlier onset of cardiovascular disease in susceptible individuals. It should be noted that interest in novel, and under what specific circumstances, the human heart can be affected was not exclusively the interest of the Army's Medical Intelligence and Information Agency. For example, staff were employed at the Foreign Technology Division of Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Dayton, Ohio also due deeply, very deeply, in fact, into this particularly controversial area. Vec novo is because, just as vast case with the Adams-Williams paper, Wright-Patterson affairs files on the matter have now been declassified into the public domain. Teus Air Force, back in 1978, published a report titled Paraphysics RD, Warsaw Pact. As vast case with the 1976 document, the 1978 Air Force report was also prepared for personnel within the Defense Intelligence Agency. This document, however, was somewhat more alternative in nature and scope. And that is putting things mildly, to say the least. Be that, and the authors of the report focused much of their time on the art could be affected by supernatural skills, and, potentially, in a very dangerous way. Extrasensory perception, ESP, mind reading, and psychic phenomena very all closely studied when it came to the matter of the human heart and the severe damage that someone just might be able to do to it. Staff at Wright-Patterson very particularly concerned by the worrying extent to which the Russians were working in this particular field. The document demonstrates that the only person, far more than any other, that the Air Force had their concerns about was a Dr. Gennady Alexandrovich Sergeyev. The doctor worked in the field of technical services at the Leningrad-based Institute of Physiology. According to the work and results of Sergeyev's controversy field research, one of his particularly skilled psychics in this field was a woman named Nina Kulagina. It is linked for those who were impressed by her talents, and it is linked for those who are unimpressed. It was in 1970 that Sergeyev came to say just of dangerous Kulagina's ability could be. The Foreign Technology Staff at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base reported that one particular day, Kulagina attempted to increase the heart rate of a skeptical physician matters did not end there, however. Air Force personnel advised the Defense Intelligence Agency that electroencephalogram, electrocardiogram, and other parameters were measured, and that within 1 minute after the experiment began, the heart of the same physician reached dangerous levels, and the experiment was terminated for the Air Force. The whole matter was deemed to be a very serious intelligence problem no do it. The Kremlin Vatchal of this potentially suggest stat the Russians, at the height of the Cold War, may have succeeded in carrying out what vemigt term psychic assassinations or murder by microwaves and doing so by fatally affecting the hearts of the targeted individuals. While many people of a skeptical nature might dismiss such admittedly controversial notions, the fact is that the US Air Force, the US Army's Medical Intelligence and Information Agency, and the Defense Intelligence remained concerned, worried, even, about such strange possibilities. There is another important suspect that is well worth noting. The research and the documents that have referred to in this particular article date back to 1976 and to 1978. This inevitably begs an important question for all of us to ponder on. For decades further down the line, just how far as the research progressed de novo. In today's world, can people be targeted and killed in a way that appears innocent, but which, in reality, is actually nothing less than downright sinister? These are questions to think about,